I wish we could share it, but alas. Well, maybe I could actually. If it gives me more options.
There's like
Mhm.
50 there's like 50 people that said they wanted this live, so they better show
Yeah.
up. Although
There,
there's
yeah.
someone commented that they actually showed up at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And I was like, my bad, little bro. See you in
I,
an
w-
hour.
I, unlike that was Mr. Garcia yesterday.
Are you there? Hello. Oh, Mrs. Allen, technical difficulties. We're not even a minute in. What is she doing? Hi, everyone. If you have any questions, you might want to send them now. Oh,
There we go.
it's
I'm
up.
back. Yes. And we have people.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep. They kicked you out.
Yeah, well, I was trying to share the post and then anyway.
Yeah, because you got frozen in nowhere, and I'm like, hello?
Sorry. I am here. Hello, hola. Come I don't speak Spanish, but
I don't either.
I took French in high school, so
I took Latin.
dead language, no one
Semper,
speaks that.
the very first thing we learned was Semper ubi sub ubi. And she's like, do you know what that means? And we're like, no. And she goes, always wear
Always,
underwear.
always. I knew it was always something, so Stumper always. Hello, everybody. What are y'all doing today? You practicing your instruments?
On New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I don't even know what day it is.
I had to
I,
check multiple times, make sure it wasn't Wednesday.
I thought, is it New Year's today? Is today New Year's Eve? Is tomorrow New Year's Eve? I have no
It's
idea.
Eve. Eve.
Yes. And it's a great feeling. I think it's a really good feeling to not know what day it is. So it means we don't have any responsibilities.
That's true.
Lillian's learning Spanish on Duolingo.
Congratulations. I used that to learn Italian way back and then never kept up with the skill.
Can you speak Italian? No.
I was like
Ah,
17.
oh, we have a question. Oh, hi, Gunnar. How am I supposed to practice a solo for solo and ensemble? How should I practice it? Oh, that's such a good question. Do you have an accompanist or accompaniment? Because that's like part of it too. Um, but you've got to practice it by being in front of an audience. Like you can't just practice it by yourself. So that's what I always do with my students. I tell them they need to practice in front of an audience. So,
That's so cute. It's your grandma is the pianist.
oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well,
Um,
she'll be great to listen to you too.
when when is your performance for it? Like, is there an official performance? Because if you're in the early stages, and this is like one of your first ones,
Mhm.
I'd say just like when you go home and practice other music, just try to do little bits at a time, especially if it's early. Like maybe just do the first 16 measures or so, and just take a look at it, get through the
Yeah.
notes, get through the rhythms, slowly start piecing it together. Then you're going to add in, articulations, dynamics, things like that.
Yeah, and once you can make it all the way through, then you've got to get in front of an audience. Like that's how I'm always thinking for solo and ensemble that you don't want to walk in and never have played it in front of people. So make sure you practice with an audience. All right, we've got. Do you have any tips for some beginners? Be more specific, Rose. Do you guys like Stranger Things?
So, I finally started Stranger Things last week, like Friday, and I'm now caught up. So this was my first time ever watching it, and holy cow, that
He
was a
he
train wreck.
he lived in the upside down for several days and has finally emerged.
I did.
So
I had my phone on do not disturb for multiple days. I took it off to post every once in a while because I'm like I should probably post something, and then turned right back on. And I mean, it was probably like 16 hours a day of just Stranger Things just to get caught up.
my oldest son is we just decided we're like, okay, you can watch it. And he just finished season 1 this morning. So he likes it. He's like, okay. And he didn't have any nightmares last night. So I was like, okay, that's good. Because I would get nightmares from things like that as a kid, so I did not watch stuff like that.
No, we watched. My mom made me watch Pumpkinhead when I was like 5.
You've
So
mentioned this.
yes,
So I slept with my mom for 2 weeks after watching Nightmare on Elm Street at a sleepover, and it did not go well. So laughs like Goofy. Which one of us laughs like Goofy? I don't think we laugh like Goofy. He's a silly laugher. Do you have any tips for making my snare drum sound better? Oh my gosh, snare drums are tricky to get to sound better, but go ahead. Mhm. Huh. Well, sometimes it's just the head on the bottom is too loose or too tight and that the snares aren't vibrating properly. So finding that happy medium of the snares on the bottom of head. And then honestly, you need to tighten the head more than you think, but it's scary tightening the head of a snare drum because you don't want to break it. So just make sure you always go in that star pattern with your and just little bits at a time. What could I do to get my violin tuned during winter break? I know you guys aren't string players, but my violin has gotten out of tune during winter break and it's really annoying. What could I do?
you can download a tuner on your device, and then just slowly tighten, loosen, get it back to where it needs to be.
Yeah,
It's auto.
if you have fine tuners, start there before you mess with the main pegs. And yeah, find something you can tune to, like a tuner, like Mr. White said. Guys, I'm sorry, but do you guys like boats?
Next
No.
question.
Next question. Okay. I don't know how to tune it. Oh, well, then you might have to wait till someone can tune it. I know what are the strings on the violin? A, E, or G. I can't even remember. I know bass. That's it. Um,
It's oh my gosh, because bass isn't it like EADG?
yes.
So
Yep.
then on that's the same for viola, but then
It's
cello and violin you take off the E and you add a
E.
C. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. It's been so long. My string
A
methods class was
D
during COVID.
A D. Yeah, it's ADGC.
Yeah, because it's in fourths.
That sounds right. Okay. Um, well, hi, JRT Brawl Stars. My solo contest. Oh, Ethan from earlier. My solo contest is April 2nd. Oh, then you've got lots of time. So that's good. Plenty of time to practice. But I would practice every day still because then you're gonna get to the point where it's just locked in, it's muscle memory.
Yeah,
Um,
and once you have a good concept of it, that's when I would start trying to find recordings of it and seeing just all the different varieties out there and see what you want to sound like the most.
yes, great tip. And in the world we live in today, you can do that. Back in the 90s growing up, I did not have any of that. I can't practice. My dad's asleep. Well, that's a bummer. Um, go
You can
outside.
always practice. Just
Yeah.
buzz, like if you're a brass player, just buzz your lips and move the trombone slide or the valves.
Yeah.
If you're woodwind, just finger through.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways to practice.
Are any of you guys Swifties or like Taylor Swift? I do.
I technically do.
He's growing on it. He's getting there. So, but yes, I went to the Eras tour, and
I did
yeah,
not.
I would consider myself a Swiftie. I got really lucky because I didn't get tickets on the sale. Like I was one of those people that didn't get in.
Mhm.
But one of my former students reached out to me on Instagram and said, "Hey, I heard you didn't get a ticket. I got upgraded tickets. Do you want to buy one of my tickets from me?" And she sold me a ticket for $175. And it was crazy that I got one for so cheap. So, Michael Blythe, any tips for beginner clarinet? Get good reeds and a good mouthpiece. Make sure your embouchure is nice and flat here. What are y'all's favorite songs? That is a loaded question.
This is a very loaded question.
Be more specific, Rose. Like,
I can tell you my favorite genre is 2000s alternative.
oh, like emo music?
No, that's a different genre. I do
Different
like that
genre.
genre though.
Well, yeah. Um, well, we're gonna move that off of here. We're gonna move that off of here. Hi. I can't say your name, but hello. Hi, Corbin. Um, what about the Rusty Trombone? Is that the name of a song? I'm way behind here in the chat.
I am too.
And Mr. White was lagging. Yes, he was, but he's fine now. Your audio wasn't lagging, but your video was
Oh,
lagging.
that's cool.
Yeah. So, hi, Tanis Armstrong. Thank you for watching.
Turn off the green screen, see if that helps.
Maybe. Um. All right. Got some cleaning up with some comments to do here. Okay. There we go. Miss Allen, what's your main instrument? I was a trumpet player in college, but I started on clarinet. My band played Bobsled Run for my entire school. That's cool. I don't know that piece, but we'll have to listen to it. We should listen to it. What's your thought on the rusty trombone recently undercovered from the 1980s? National News Today, apparently used by a famous musician and stolen from a museum. Very interesting story. Never heard of it.
Yep, I've heard nothing about it.
But don't look up rusty trombone. Okay, all right. Well, let's move on from the rusty trombone. I want to switch to clarinet or flute, but I already have played violin, and the only experience I have in band is the recorder in third grade. Well, recorder's not really a band instrument, so I'd say you could definitely learn flute or clarinet. Flute would be more the notes you have played on violin, though. So if you want to keep them similar, the clarinet will eventually play those notes, but not at the beginning. I don't know how to flutter tongue on the trumpet.
I also can't flutter tongue. I've been told like if you roll your R's, you can do it, but like I
Yeah,
can't roll R's.
I can't do that either. Do you like trills, Mrs. Allen? I mean, yeah, who doesn't like to trill? Thoughts on soprano sax? It's not needed, unnecessary, unless you're Kenny G, or unless you're playing like what's that Robert W. Smith piece that's got the soprano sax solo? The Ascent, like the Divine Comedy. Have you ever played any of the pieces from that, like the Ascension or the Inferno, or that's cool pieces. Also, the Lord of the Rings, original Lord of the Rings has a soprano sax solo that's cool. Um, my absolute favorite song is Revenge of the Dust Bunnies and Junkyard Jam. They're really fun and I really enjoyed playing them in band. I've played Revenge of the Dust Bunnies many times, but I don't know Junkyard Jam. I think I might have heard it before. You know that one, Mr. White?
No, we play the only junk one was we play junk funk.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
what
sounds
I
like
was.
it's fun to look at. Might write that down.
Yeah.
Is Revenge of the Dust Bunny? Is that the one with the vacuum? I can never remember.
Yes. And the Wanga Wanga. That's what I call it.
The Flexitone?
Yes. It's Wanga 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 Wanga. um Trumpet here started in the second month of school. Awesome, John. Keep going. Don't quit. Have you ever smiled for 5 minutes straight? I mean, I probably could. Um, learning drum set along being a trombone player, and can't quite get the kick down using my hands at the same time. Well, brother, that is the exact same problem I have when playing the drum set. My feet don't want to do something that my hands are doing at the same time. So I feel you. It just takes practice.
Slow it down.
Yeah, go real slow and don't do anything too complicated, like quarter note on your snare drum, bass drum, quarter note, right, left kind of thing. Any tips for improve all state music when you're practicing at home?
I mean, just really similar to how you practice anything else. I mean,
Yeah.
just if it's in the beginning process, just read it through, get a general idea, and then slowly start picking up the pace. Don't just practice what you're good at.
Yeah, and like listen to recordings so that you know you can anticipate how fast it's going to go and the tone quality you need to create. Um, thank you. Someone says, I play junk funk and jazz band. I love that song.
It's a good one.
Mrs. Allen, did you go to the DCI finals in 2018? Nope. Nope, I didn't. Never been to the DCI finals.
It's actually so funny because I'm pretty sure my band in high school scheduled a trip specifically for 2018.
Huh.
I didn't know, but that just unlocked a memory in my brain.
We have a place really, I mean, relatively close. It's like 3 hours away where they do all the whole DCI come and they do a show there, which I've gone to before. It's like 2 nights worth of shows. Um, but I've never been to the finals. Is that in Indianapolis?
I think so. It's somewhere in Indiana.
Yeah. My band doesn't play normal music. We did Crazy Train and I play clarinet and love it. Crazy Train is normal music. I don't see what's abnormal about it. My jazz band plays it. What's your favorite low brass instrument? I know Mr. White's. I can guess Mr. White's. Can he guess mine? Or does he know mine? Because Mr. White's is definitely the euphonium.
This is true.
So,
I don't know. Tuba.
yes, that is correct.
No one likes the trombone. Coming from a trombone player.
I mean, there's a time and a place where it's really nice. So,
The trash and always.
Mrs. Allen, will you be at Allstate this year? I saw you last year, but I was too nervous to say hi. Yes, I will be there, Alyssa. Please say hi. You won't bother me. Even though Mr. White won't be there to like be with me, but that's
Like
okay.
butt guard.
Yes. Oh, someone else plays baritone. Excellent. I'm really behind in this chat, so I can't quite do anything too complicated in the kit until I get a better pedal. Hmm. Yeah, that's the thing about a drum set is you got to have the decent equipment for it to work properly because all it takes is one time of hitting something wrong and then your cymbal stand falls over and it's almost useless. So you got to have quality stuff. Who's your favorite musician? That's a good question.
My favorite one to listen to, like when I was in college and had to play, trombone recitals and practice all the time, it was Joe Alessi. This is just my prime example of who to listen to for a good sound.
I I don't really remember listening to people in college, but I like to listen to Ben Folds. He's probably my favorite musician. He's a piano player, a rock piano player. You're not practicing, silly Coney. Why not? You better get practicing. Do you guys go to conventions? Yes.
We just got back from one a couple weeks ago.
Yes. Hi, Mrs. Allen, and Mr. White, band director and composer here. Just wanted to say thank you for all that you're doing for music ed in the band community. Oh, thank you,
Thanks.
Walshby. Thank you for what you do. What's the size of your band? Ours is about 100 kids just in our first period band. Whew.
I
Mine,
have at the high school a little under 40, and then middle school band has about 50. My beginning band has this 37.
in my whole middle school, I have about 140. So about the same as Mr. White, but over one school. But we live in very different areas of the country. So, um, What's our favorite low reed instrument? I know Mis-
Bassoon.
I know Mr. White's is bassoon.
Bassoon.
Uh yeah, I don't know. I guess the Barry sax. I to me low reeds. It's a hard competition against low brass. To me, low brass just wins like over low reeds. I said that out loud. Yes, you can quote me. Bassoon's all right. Yeah, as long as you got a good one.
This is true.
Okay, they asked about the DCI finals because he thought he recognized me from a video from Santa Clara Vanguard. No, wasn't me. I was here in West Virginia. Oh my gosh, Miss Allen. Hello. Make more tenor sax videos. All right, Mr. White, you know what you need to do. They want the tenor sax.
Okay, got it.
What is your original instrument, Mrs. Allen? I played clarinet and then I learned the trumpet and decided to stick with it. I've never been shouted out by a big YouTube creator on YouTube. All right, well, John Craver 67, there's your shout out. Someone agreed with bassoon.
Correct. That's the only right choice.
All right, who's your favorite artist, like non band music? I don't think you can tell your answer because I know who yours is, but I don't.
I don't. It's so hard to think. It really just depends on my mood. After listening to music for so long, it's all mood based.
Right? Like there's certain songs I want to hear more than I want to hear an artist sometimes. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll keep listening to this artist. Like I really like the song Shake It Off by Florence and the Machine. And I pulled it up the other day to listen to it. And I was like, okay, I'll keep listening to Florence and the Machine. Sure. And I was like, okay, I'm glad I did this.
Yeah, I mean, also like different phases of my life, just different. Like there was one big phase of Panic at the Disco until they got all weird. But
I think everybody goes through like a Fallout Boy or Panic at the Disco phase.
or My Chemical Romance and all that.
Yes. Yes. If you were alive in conscious in the early 2000s, absolutely. Well, Lillian's school band director teaches both middle and high school. That's awesome. Someone says trombone is the best in the band. What are you guys talking about? I like a trombone and jazz band is amazing. Like, let's go. At my school, we have to choose at least one music related thing like band, orchestra, choir. So I chose band, which is how I'm started doing band. Well, you chose correctly. You chose Bulbasaur, which is correct. We did. You should go check out the full video of our interview with Mr. Standridge. My section has of clarinets has 15 clarinets. Do you consider that big? Yes. I've had plenty of percussion instruments fall apart. Yes. Okay. Also, you can't have a decent band without like a decent clarinet section, or at least like a loud clarinet section or enough clarinets. Because to me, they're like the violins of the band, and you need to have a lot of clarinets. So I typically never let them change instruments.
Sorry, this was a final selection. I regret to inform you, you're here forever.
Go to a magnet school. Well, that's cool. Lucky you. Yes, you would be a better musician if you were in choir and band. Absolutely.
It helps a lot.
I don't have any beef with an orchestra. No beef. I wish I had one actually in my school. So I used to think what Mr. White is thinking right now, that it would take kids away from band.
I don't really think that. It's what I think is I would have to teach it, and that's my issue.
I also thought that too, but I think you could teach it. I think you could do it. You're all in one key, all right?
I don't
It's
even play guitar,
I don't either.
so like anything, I don't know. I just I yeah, I think that only learning the bass and during COVID kind of was like a lot for me,
Mhm.
general. And we didn't even really learn anything. I mean, we learned Mary Had a Little Lamb and the D major scale on the bass, and that was it.
You probably learned how to hold the bow correctly, which is huge.
I used to do that with my toothbrush the entire semester because he made a comment about using it
Mhm.
like when you brush your teeth at times, and it's going to help you with getting it correct. And I was like, oh, okay.
I can't even play the electric bass, which I wish I could, but my hands are so small. But that's just an excuse I have. I'm sure I could if I tried. Would you want to try listening to a random, like one of the pieces and reacting to it?
Sure.
All right. I've got a Randall Sanders piece that I've never listened to before.
Okay.
And oh, where did it go? I had it here yesterday. All my tabs got closed. Let's open those back up. There we go. And we have an ad. Let's mute the ad here. For all of it. Like the time when you really This piece is called Dragon Blood by Randall Sanders. Have you ever heard that one?
No, I don't think I have.
It is a grade 0.5. And let's see if there's any other information. Not really. All right. Let's turn the volume up here.
Hi, Roman.
Hi. Hi, Roman. I don't like full soda drinks like Dr. Pepper. It's in 3-4.
Is that timpani there in that measure?
DC Alcoda.
I
So
think this
that,
one, because of the tempo, like once they get it up to speed, you can really start just teaching the in one concept.
oh,
And I think
yeah.
it's a good transition to go to like even 6/8
Well,
eventually.
it says quarter note equals 176, um, which, hey, a beginning band piece, 0.5, which to me, that's kind of almost beginning band, seems reasonable, 176. I- I'm scared to go fast with my young players. I don't know how you feel about that.
Well, this is the first year that I've had just obnoxiously rushing.
Mm.
Like in years past, like they've all kept a pretty steady pulse, and it's just like this year, it's trumpets especially. Oh my gosh, I've never had it that bad. Like we're running through Mechanical Monsters, bum 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 bum. So speed, I'm trying to go, and by the end of it, bum 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 bum. So then I'm like, okay, let's start faster. You know, like you wanted this. Let's see what happens, and then they go even faster. I'm like, no, stay.
So that's where you put the metronome on, eighth notes, and make them sing to the eighth notes, clap to the eighth notes, then play to the eighth notes. It's not fun, but it does work. So, and it takes forever to get it to work. Um, there we go. Let's do that. So we got a lot of saxophone players in the chat today. Wonder what brands they play on. Oh, we got clarinets. So this, I like this piece. Um, just like Randall Sanders always does. He's got great parts for every instrument. Um, and I don't know about you, but with my beginners, I don't really hone in on teaching dynamics at all because if they're going to play soft, they typically will not like put enough air through the instrument. But this song gives a lot of opportunity for dynamics if you can add those in. But that's just my philosophy. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When you can add stuff in like there in there, they love that. Quentin, hi. Actually, Mr. White does know who you are because he's listened to your piece that you're writing for my band. So, yes, he's listened to that, which I am going to reply to your email. Okay. I've been on break. All right. My mind is not in my email. I don't know about you, Mr. White, but I am not wanting to check emails.
Nope, it pops up and I swipe it away.
So, I opened my school email for the first time like yesterday since I got back from Midwest, I think. And there was nothing interesting there, so that's fine by me. What's going on here? We're talking about band. Give us a song request and see if we can, and if it's preferably a Randall Standard song because we know his pieces typically won't get like copyrighted in here. So, if you have any song requests that we could listen to, band pieces. Stay out of your work. You're on break.
I feel like
Ah,
I know who that is.
it's one of your parents.
I think so.
Yeah.
I recognize the name. If it's who I think it is, I think I know who it is. Yeah, Bobsled Run.
Bobsled Run. All right, let's. You guys have to let us know if could you guys hear the music in that we were playing
Someone,
earlier?
the Ethan kid from earlier, said it was kind of cutting out a little bit, and
Okay,
then from my end, I mostly can hear it. Occasionally, it clips,
I'll turn
but
it down a little bit. I'm assuming it's by Lloyd Conley. I've never heard of Lloyd Conley for developing band. All right, here we go. Bobsled Run.
some of them are saying it's hard to hear, or it was hard to hear.
That good?
I can hear it.
Okay.
Someone said too quiet.
Change. Great low winds parts. Ooh, I like that. Well, that was fun. It says it was 2.5.
I would play that with my middle school group next year.
Yeah. It's got some neat chromatic stuff. Definitely. You should listen to Junkyard Jam. That piece was called Bobsled Run. So it'd be a good winter concert piece. Um, if you're, don't want to do, I guess you want to keep a winter theme. I've never really done themed concerts. So,
We did. We usually do "Runaway Sleigh" by Robert W. Smith, like every other year, because it goes through Rondos.
oh, fun.
Just teach there, and it's kind of a similar idea. Like that one, it went back and forth between major and minor, and
Mm-hmm.
"Runaway Sleigh" does that too. But
Uh,
it'd be nice to change it up a little.
all right, let's pull up Junkyard Jam. That's been a request here. Let's see if we can. Oh my gosh. I think I've listened to this one before because it's playing halfway through. Let's try it. It's by Kevin Mixon.
Oh, that's who wrote Junk Funk.
Oh, is it? Okay. So two. Ooh. Clapping.
Yeah, this is very typical of him, because this is what it does in Junk Funk too. And then Junk Funk Shuffle's a whole different ball game. That's in 6/8. Yep, that the hay.
Stomping.
Hmm.
Stomping is rough for my band because we have carpets. You can't ever hear it.
Yeah, the middle school band room you can't really hear it, but then when we get to the gym, they all stomp and they're like, "It's so loud."
It's got a lot of syncopation in it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, then there's your part three. You play the first one in sixth grade, second one in seventh grade. I personally love the junk funk and pieces like that. This is my first time listening to
Mm,
those. You had played junk funk, I
sure.
think, for me, but
And we played that one. We did that when I student taught. I really liked it, so I was like, "Oh, I want to do this game." I think I conducted it too. I'm trying to remember what I conducted. I know I conducted Mechanical Monsters because they're like, "You're gonna end up doing this one a lot." And I was like, "Okay." And then I have done it every year. Um, so then we did it. Not my first year, but every year since. They won't do it this year though. Just because we're doing the shuffle with the middle school band, and I'm like, I feel weird doing like, here's the beginners play the easy one, and then here's the middle schoolers playing the harder one.
I mean, I'm sure you can find something comparable
hmm They're
that
still
will.
gonna get a fun piece because that one has always been like, let's play junk. Like even 2 years later, my eighth graders be like, let's play junk funk, and they all play it from memory.
Every piece should be fun.
It's fun in a different way. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Yes. Um, Nighthawk by James Swearingen. James Swearingen only has like three good pieces, and I know them all.
What do you think are the three good pieces by James Swearingen?
I don't know. They all sound the same.
We
The
so one of the first
The Light
things
Eternal is his best piece, my in my opinion. The Light Eternal.
I've never heard that one.
It's the best. So
One of the first things we sight read when I first got to my school because I was like, I don't know what skill level they're at. So
mhm.
I pulled out a grade two called A Song of Hope for eighth grade band to sight read, and they really liked it. They're like, "Can we do this for our winter concert?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Like all the names are just sort of trite sounding too. So that's to a new beginning, onwards and upwards. Like Quentin wants us to listen to some of his marching band pieces.
Okay,
So maybe I'll pull up his channel here. Let's there's a lot to pick from here. Do you have any ones we should listen to, Quentin? Oh, he's got a version of Golden. There's one from 12 days ago. That's a Blue Coats thing. I wouldn't know what that is. I'm not up on the DCI.
he said do Unlucky Lady or Golden.
Okay, let's listen to Unlucky Lady because it's the most recent one. We better not get a copyright strike for this. Is this a pop song I should know?
Let's say I don't know this one. I really appreciate the drumline writing though.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
fun.
groovy.
If you played tenors, you'd have a good time. This is like a high school marching song, I would say. I don't know how the rankings work for marching music.
They do like I mean, it's the same scale like if you do it on JW Pepper, but it's lower if that makes sense.
It seems like the drumline parts are hard. but the wind parts are not quite as hard.
I feel like that's how most marching band music is that I see, though. Like,
Yeah. The winds are just busy. No, it's nody. All right. That was by someone in our own chat today, folks. Quentin DeBrosi. DeBros. Check him out. If you hear any of your students talking about Epic the musical, it's a person. Oh, in Epic the musical. Okay, I've never heard of that musical. I've heard of the musical, but I think the only music I've heard from it has been like clips from social media about it. So we're listening to some music. That's what's going on.
correct.
Swing in Wonderland. I don't want to listen to Christmas music anymore. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
there was a
over it.
question, if when you scroll back in the chat, how do the rankings work for how hard a music piece is?
Hmm.
It's a good question. It kind of varies on a lot of different factors. First and foremost, what I notice is what state that it is being written in or for. So, like, for example, I'm from Missouri. Our music as a grade like 2 is not going to be the same as like a Texas grade 2. That's a different ballgame. So then it boils down to a couple of different things. Um, One of the most notable things I see is the range for each instrument, specifically the brass. So if the brass does a lot of big leaps out of the concert B flat scale or concert A flat scale, it's gonna go up a little bit. If there are excessive amounts of like syncopation or time signature changes, tempo changes in the song, things like that.
Also, depending on how many parts there are for each instrument. In West Virginia, what makes a grade 2 is that the clarinet and trumpet parts are split into 2 parts, and sometimes like a saxophone part. Once you start getting 3 parts or different or multiple trombone parts, that can often be a grade 3 in West Virginia, just because there's more notes and chords that can happen. So that's another huge factor that they look for in my state.
One of the jokes I have going on with my euphonium player is that we know it's a grade 3 when it doesn't say baritone, it says euphonium. Like we always have like grade 1, it always puts all the low brass and low reeds together. Grade 2, it's called baritone, and then grade 3, they finally get called euphonium. That's when we're like, oh, this is a big boy piece.
Unless you're well, sometimes it does say euphonium TC. Is he a BC?
Yeah.
Yeah, all my baritones
One
are
question.
BC right now. All my baritones used to be TCs, but now they're all BCs. So, which is kind of cool. Sure, you want to let us know, Walsh, one of your pieces. We'll listen to it. Another composer in our chat here.
Debras. Debras?
DeBras.
Debras. Okay, Debras.
DeBras. Yeah, I added a whole extra syllable. Yeah, multiple parts, like, it's really hard if, like, there's cornet and trumpet parts too. Like,
Sleigh Ride. Oh my gosh.
yes. Because I always would play, like, second trumpet or second cornet, and yeah.
High agent. Um, yeah, and then like another thing too.
Oh, yeah. I know, that was something you had to figure out as you went, for sure. Like, 'cause that, yeah. Mm, yeah. I've put altos when I've had too many alto saxophones and not enough low brass, I will put um alto saxophones on low brass parts. So because yeah, you were really glitchy there for a second, Mr. White. We need to up your internet. You're on a Wi-Fi, aren't you? Not on your data. Okay. He's not broadcasting. You're correct. But it's better now. He's back. It seems like it's good. All right. Journey on the Yukon Express by Jordan Sturck. Grade 1.5. He's got a cello on there. It's giving great locomotive chains. I think I've heard this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Tempest Part 2. I like that. I'm stomping and clapping coming.
I am back.
I like that. Yeah, it's good. It's called Journey on the Yukon Express. Train, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That was great. He's back. He was like, he wasn't gone, guys. He just like glitched for 30 seconds, okay? Don't you love how they couldn't breathe in the Upside Down for like the first 3 seasons, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, we don't care anymore, like, this is fine." I have lots of thoughts. I saw somebody make a TikTok about Stranger Things and how they didn't understand anything, and they're like, "Well, I do scroll on my phone through half of every episode, so that might be why I don't understand anything." Oh, I better pay attention. Looks like Chris is in here cooking with valve oil.
Hello.
Hey, bud. He was just live over on TikTok.
How was your Lego set?
Oh, that looked like a cool set. I don't do Legos, but I don't like anything together, much less like toys.
There's one thing we've learned about me is I don't have patience, and those require patience.
They certainly do. I've
Still
seen
going.
my kids love putting together Lego, and I just tell them. So now they put together furniture. Like if we get a new like bookshelf, I'm like, this is just adult Legos. It's Still
think that it
going.
is.
Okay, not on the live. Um, I just posted a Stranger Things video about how I scored a scene. You were in Stranger Things, Quentin? Elaborate. Have you listened to Mech the Halls before, Mr. White? I think I have.
6th grade bands to play for their first
Mhm,
concert, but it's gonna be too easy for my middle school band to perform because we 7th and 8th
mhm.
grade. So we're bored.
Yeah, that's the thing. Certain pieces don't always fit where you need them to fit in their educational journey or whatever. So that can be tricky. Do you have guitar or piano in your ensembles? In my jazz band, I have piano and guitar, but I don't teach it. I tell them you have to take private lessons because I don't know enough about it.
You don't want me teaching you.
Yeah.
There are some things you do. We started a field show program for high school 2 years ago, and this was the first year we had a front ensemble. So I had a piano player, and then we had bass guitar, and then we're starting jazz band in January. So we will have both.
Yes, Chris, we should hang together. Absolutely. We were thinking about doing a live tomorrow after Stranger Things on New Year's.
We need to, yeah.
So,
On my MacBook though, so I can get done before you.
no. No, we have to watch it at the same time so that we can talk about it. Um, what are some good classical solo and ensemble songs for alto saxophone? I don't
Chartreuse field. I had 3 kids take that
There you
for
go.
district band or like district solo last year, and 2 of them went to state. Chartreuse by Cofield is a good one.
There you go, Nehemiah. Quentin says he made music for one of the scenes in Stranger Things. What? That's awesome. Like, and it made it on the air? That's pretty cool. You posted a video about it. Okay, we're gonna have to go check it out. Um, I love public lessons where everyone is at a different level and we can all learn from each other. Well, that's what teaching a big group of band kids is, let me tell you. A big public lesson.
So, Chris, I went down the Stranger Things path starting on Friday. That's what all my stories have been about on TikTok was just making them every time I finish a season, I could just update everyone. And I try not to do spoilers because like at that point I'm like, oh, it was what I'm about to say a spoiler. But no, it's wild journey from start to finish. But I just got caught up yesterday.
Thank goodness. What are the hardest things in band? When you have to stop being in band, which I never did because I decided to do it for the rest of my life. But people always miss it, I think, when they leave. So, and getting along with each other. Man, we got a lot of celebrities here. Someone says they were one of the kids in season 5. I mean, that's pretty cool if it's true. So, yeah, figuring out in band that you have to work together with everyone else and in order to make the great music is one of the hardest things, I think. Like for seriousness, that it's not about you, it's about the band. That is good of them. So, we only have 50 likes. Come on, guys. You guys know how to spam a button. Yeah, come on. Let's hit those like buttons. You were a kid in the background. Well, that's pretty cool. In your jazz band, what kind of jazz do you play? You play jazz standards? Yes, I play jazz standards. I play what my kids want to play most of the time. But yes, easy swing, because that's like our heritage is playing swing music. And What are we playing right now? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been at school. Oh, we're playing Blue Bossa. That's a fun one right now. Not a swing, but still really fun. Building a piano. So using voice to text. Well, thanks, Chris. You're living your best life, let me tell you.
I appreciate it. Har- Hardest thing on the flute. For me, it's getting the high notes. I feel like I have to like do this weird, like really, really aggressive ton to get any high notes out.
And
So then
like,
it just kind of defeats the purpose.
yeah, high notes on the flute, I can never play in tune. So to me, that is difficult. I like playing low on the flute much better. In Thailand, we can listen to all kinds of music. Great. Awesome. You're from the place they filmed the whole show. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. They're like calling people up. Hey, do you want to be on Stranger Things? We need some people. I mean, if I was,
Hitting the,
I would. So hitting high notes
hitting,
easy for you. Well, good for you.
go ahead and go play that tuba for me.
High notes are easier on tuba than low notes for me. Way easier. Are you guys living in the same house? No. He is in a different time zone than me.
Mhm.
What's your favorite memory from this school year so far? That's a good question.
But you need to.
Is that your middle school, you said? Nice. I am trying to remember. I don't know, probably when our concert, we played a lot of fun music at our concert and just getting to like we played Terracotta Warriors and it was so much fun to conduct and to hear. It was probably my favorite moment. That was the last song we played. Yes, he was glitching for a while. He's better. Yes, indeed, he was glitching, but it seems like he's okay now. I don't know if he's staring into oblivion or if
Yeah,
he's.
I'm good.
What's your favorite car? I don't think I have a favorite car. One that gets me places.
I've only ever driven Chevy.
That was the only thing we had in our town growing up too. So, but now I like my minivan. Can fit a lot of people in it. Terracotta, you're doing it in the spring, Chris. Oh, so good. So good. I didn't have a marching machine though, so I wish I had one. Maybe I'll make one next summer. Or maybe I should make one before then because I think I'm going to play this piece by Tyler S. Grant called Under the Ice and
That's good.
it also has a marching machine and I need to get one for that. So the kids really want to play that one. We read it last year and almost played it, but I told them I was like, if we're gonna play this for our spring concert, like I'm really gonna have to work you. Like either we dive in and really work this or we need to play something easier. And it was almost half and half wanted to play it. And I was like, all right, let's vote. And we finally voted and I said, we'll do it next year. So I would have pushed. How are you reading if I'm typing in? Well, I'm here too. I can see the chat.
Easton is asking for recommendations on notes with the trombone, but he asked for you.
You're the trombone player.
Um, let's see. I mean, it kind of depends on what notes you're talking about. Really, it's just, know exactly where all the positions are, kind of get a guideline for those, and then just work on the muscle memory, go back and forth. So one of my favorite things I used to do was start in first position and then go to second, go back to first, jump to third, one, four, all the way down them, and just really, really, really get a feel for where they're at.
Yeah, that's gotta be so much muscle memory. I can't even imagine. Like everything I've played is like buttons. I just push them. So I guess the same thing with violin and strings. Got to find the sweet spot. I hope you answered your question, Easton. You played Attack of the Garden Gnomes. We play that one almost every year too. It's a banger. Got a great trombone part too. What's your favorite food, Miss Allen? Ice cream? Just food of the gods? All right, I think I'm finally caught up. Do you want to listen to any more music? How long has this been going? Oh, around, just over an hour. It's 59 likes. Wow, guys, you really, really hit that like button. I guess we gotta like promise them something if they hit the like button that we'll give them something. You'll play your piccolo if we can get to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes. Don't get it out too soon. Okay. What's y'all's opinion on the French horn? It's one of the best instruments in the band.
It was a little difficult. I figured it out. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, Quentin's calling you out, Mr. White.
Or what? Hold on.
Oh, 6, 7 likes.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I was reading his message. Bye, Quentin.
What's the toughest instrument to tongue?
Percussion.
That was just gross. My favorite instrument, favorite instrument, favorite instrument. What do you play?
So you're too nice because mine, I mean, I just keep it simple every time. I'm like euphonium. If you're
Yeah,
asking me, woodwind, bassoon.
yeah, tuba. You can't have a band without a tuba, so you need a tuba.
That's true.
So, it sounds so different. If you could go back and pick a different instrument, what would you pick? Well, Mr. White,
Eu- Euphonium or bassoon.
and I would pick French horn for sure. Absolutely. Least favorite instrument. Oh, y'all are calling us out and getting us to get some haters.
Flute.
I don't hate the flute. I don't hate any instrument, but like the alto clarinet is worthless. So why? Why does that exist still?
I would rather play the alto clarinet than the flute.
Well, yeah, but I'm not playing it. Flutes are still needed. Like, imagine a band without flutes. Are you okay with that?
Do you have bells?
Okay, I was meaning to ask you a question. When your band is set up, do your flutes sit on your right as as a conductor on your right or your left?
When I first started, they were on my left, but I realized as I got further on that my clarinets tend to have the melody more with the trumpets. So now my flutes sit on my right, my clarinets sit on my left in front of the trumpets.
Yes. Okay. That is the right way, in my opinion. But I have a very strong opinion about band seating. So
Well, you can come seat my band because I'm confused on how I want to seat mine. So
I would
my
be. Happy to, because I love figuring out how everybody's going to sit. It's like a cool
Like
puzzle.
my high school band is seated way differently than they do in middle school. Like, cause like
Yeah,
in the front row, I only put flutes and oboe.
flutes. Yep. If you have enough, yes, that sounds
I
great.
only have I only have 3 flutes and 1 oboe. But otherwise, I feel like how we
Okay.
have
Yeah,
them, I would end up with only 2 rows or like 2.5 rows, and I feel weird about half rows.
me too. So, how many clarinets
8,
and how many altos?
4.
How
Right
many
now,
horn?
my second no horns. Right now, my second row is only clarinets and altos.
Okay, I would move 4 clarinets up to the first row and then leave 4 in the back right behind them. So first and second. And then you have 4. How many flutes? 4, 3, and an oboe.
3 and 1 oboe. Yep.
Yeah, that seems perfect. And then 4 clarinets, 4 altos,
Yep.
8. So then 8, and then your brass and tenor sax or bari if you've got. And you could even move your bass clarinet or your bassoon up to the second row in between the altos and trumpets if you wanted to, or tenor sax even. So in high school for sure.
Mhm.
Middle school,
I like
I'd keep them together in middle school.
Yeah, I like the setup I have at the middle school. Middle school one just makes sense. I have 5 flutes, an oboe, and then 5 clarinets. In the back row, I have the other 9 clarinets. The
Right.
horns are right next to the second clarinets with altos on the other side.
So you put your
And
horns
then
in the middle.
mhm. A lot of the times that we play, they have the same exact part as alto and clarinet too.
Hmm.
They never have anything with trumpet.
But can you hear?
Some Can I hear them? For the most part, yeah. We have talked about getting them shields though.
See, somebody told me a long time ago if you put your horns near your big percussion instruments, like that will cause them to bounce as well. So like a big marimba,
Mhm.
like it'll bounce back. I just put mine on the end, my horns on the end, because they have to get out and empty their stupid spit all the time. So
Do you
I
put
don't
them on
want.
the end, like where their bells facing the audience, or the other end?
So I'm here and they're on my right. So horns, altos, second clarinets, sometimes, maybe trumpets, depending on if I have a lot of clarinets or not. So, like, my trumpets and clarinets are pretty equal right now in my seventh and eighth grade bands. Um, so I have about 45 in my eighth grade band and about 40 in my seventh grade band, 38. And each of them has about 7 percussionists. Would you combine those bands or would you keep them separate?
One more time, how many?
45 and 38, each with about 6 or 7 percussionists.
That's tough just because you have that many percussionists.
Yes, and that's why I don't combine them. So, because they would just be sitting there not playing half the time. So, a lot of schools in my district do combine their seventh and eighth grade bands, but I'm the only one that doesn't. So,
We
because
combine hours, but total we have 51 and we have 7 percussionists. So like
that's, yeah.
like I said, our instrumentation is darn near perfect in my group.
Yeah. You have a bassoon in middle school or just oboe?
No, but I have a kid who really wants to.
You own a bassoon in your middle school?
No, that's our issue.
Mm, yeah.
So we're contemplating ways to make it happen.
Hmm. Yeah, it's tough unless you like just bite the bullet and buy one, but they're so expensive. How many do you have in your high school? How many bassoons do you own in the high school? Oh, yeah. Because if you had 2, you could you share instruments between your middle and high school all the time?
Not yet, but I mean eventually I feel like we're gonna end up in that situation.
Because like, if I had, like, say my Barry sax was broken in one school, but I had an extra one in the other, I'd be bringing it I'd be those instruments would be all over the place.
Yeah,
It would be it
I've had times like that, but occasionally I'll just get an additional one. Like we were running low on tenor saxes, and then I was able to buy one for like 1,000. It was pretty decent.
Tenor saxes are
So
shockingly cheap sometimes. Um,
mhm. If only Barry saxes were too, because I would love another one.
75 in your 7, 8 in band and 14 percussion. Oh, that's so much. Chris, I don't envy that at all.
No,
I would split them up
I'm
unless
even
that's the
thinking
way
about
they
our
go.
next year's group because it's about 31 in seventh grade. Like when you actually take them apart, and then 37 in sixth grade. And assuming you keep the ones you think you're going to keep, we'll end up with like 65 ish. And
Yeah.
out of that, there'd only be six percussionists.
Oh, that's not bad.
Nope.
I can take all the wins. It's the percussion that. Whew.
Yep.
No, thank you. No offense, percussionists in the chat. Just we don't need that many of you. Sorry. You play
And
horn,
for
and when you need to make it project, you hold it on your knee. Oh, okay, that's smart. Sadly, can't split, but I cover oboe and bassoon parts in mallets and sometimes rewrite parts as needed. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I would have to be getting creative with some percussion parts, let me tell you. Have you ever had so many percussionists you were like, "Oh, let's have 2 bass drums." Not
yeah,
a
I
good
mean, like,
instrument to double, let me tell you.
well, like, yeah, band day. I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
essentially what we have to do because I don't, we go anywhere from the most percussionists we had in one group at a time was 8, and that was high school last year, to band day having 16. So then it's just kind of like I guess we'll have 3 snares, um,
Yeah,
4 bass drums.
you can always just play the
Everyone else go to bells.
like, 2 snare drums are playing with pads on, like, the rubber pads you can put on top of them, and then 1 actually gets to play. That's what I'll do sometimes. Well, they play, it's just, you know
You can't hear. Yeah,
yeah. You can hear them. My
sure.
grandma bought an Amazon instrument. I'm cooked. No, not necessarily.
Does it have white gloves?
I'm playing on a clarinet. I teach on a clarinet that came with white gloves, and it is fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think once you know how it should sound and you have expertise
Mhm.
on that instrument, I think that person playing on Amazon, and for that purpose of just some
Yeah.
exclusive. But when you have a beginner and that's what they start on, they struggle so much, even if they they know what it's supposed to sound like, just because they haven't developed the muscle. So then it's just such a struggle for them.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Playing on a quality instrument is great. It's what you
I
should
try to
do.
preach that in my welcome to band letter.
Yeah, I was even playing on my son's P-bone the other day, and I was like, "It's so hard to get a decent sound on this thing." Have you ever
It's
played on a
like,
P-bone?
yes, I played on a P-bone. So when that I cannot remember for the life of me what school it was, but it's when it was going around on TikTok during BOA finals, or it was one of the Texas schools with the Through the Fire and Flames trombone and trumpet duet.
Mhm.
I wanted to play it so bad, so I got it out and I was like, "What would it sound like on the P-bone?" And it was rough. Let me tell you, because anything above a D, like above the staff,
Mhm.
sounds so bad, and it
I
just like that you feel it shaking.
I felt like when I was playing it, because I was like, "Okay, I can play a scale from memory," and I just felt like there were leaks in it. Like, air was going places it shouldn't be going, which
Mhm.
was like, that didn't seem right, so
It just can't handle the pressure from a more advanced player. I mean, it's just the same as when you get a
Mhm.
beginner model instrument and eventually you outgrow it and you have to upgrade.
Yeah.
It can't handle the power.
The power.
What is your favorite trombone solo for an 8th grader? I played 2 Spanish dances. Oh, there's this I think it's from one of like the traditions or standards of excellence books that has like a bunch of different solos in it. Um I cannot remember off the top of my head. I don't We don't do solo and ensemble at the middle school level anymore. We did it for the first time last year, and it was really fun. I had our music company bring in some reps, and they judged for me, and I set it up like a whole festival, like, they had to dress up. I had the
Yeah.
schedule posted outside the doors.
Aw.
They had to
So it
introduce
wasn't even
themselves.
official? It was just, like, for your school?
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, and I got them all medals. So, like, if they got a 1, they got a gold medal, and it was a fun thing, but now this year with there being 51 of them, like, there's just no way for us to practice during class that's gonna make sense
Yeah, right.
and do it.
Chris, cooking with Vavoy says, I say it's like a car. Though it may drive, more people would like a trusted name brand than a no name. So very true. Wise words. Do you have a bass trombone, Mrs. Allen? I do, but it's broken. So no one's playing it currently, which is fine. It's not necessary in middle school anyway. We've What songs are you doing for festival this year and what grades are they? I haven't really decided what we're doing yet. I talked about doing Fragile. Mr. White knows what he's doing. So,
Um, let's see, for middle school or sorry, high school, for their, like, state contest, so, like, the big one, they're doing, Salvation is Created, arranged by I think it's Michael Brown.
oh, I have that one. Yeah, that's a great one.
And I've been score studying that one. It's been fun. I do enjoy it. Um, and then they're doing Darkland's March by Standridge.
We played that last year.
So we're doing some pretty
Yep.
typical arrangements of stuff. For we also do like a Six Flags one. We used to just do it with middle school, but now I take high school as well. It's just like an end of year celebration for everyone. I don't know what I'm going to have high school play for that yet, just because they don't take it as seriously, considering they do their big one in March. They just want to ride rides. Middle school takes it serious because it's
It's the
big
only
for them.
one. Yeah.
They're going to do the same ones I did with a group a couple years ago, just because I want to see if I can teach it better. Essentially, it's Heavenwards by William Owens, and then Mighty Might March by Ted Massane, I think is who it is.
Mm.
Arranged by Sean O'Loughlin, I'm pretty sure, actually.
So your middle school doesn't go to assessment other than like the Six Flags thing, right?
Correct.
Okay. Um, yeah, we have assessment, same as high school. So high school goes on the first day and our middle school goes on our second day. So we have 2 days worth of festival. And um yeah, I haven't really decided. My seventh grade band, I started taking my seventh grade band and my eighth grade band like 12 years ago when I realized I was like, everybody else takes their seventh and eighth grade band, but they combine them. But mine,
Mm.
I would need 2 slots. So I had to like convince them to let me bring a second band. It costs more money, but it's necessary. But so what grade level is Darklands March for you for in Missouri? Is that a 2?
I want to say it's a 2.
Okay, that's what I was
I think
thinking.
Missouri and West Virginia are going to be the same grade levels.
Probably. We should share a list with each other. I'm curious.
And then let's see. The Heavenwards and Mighty Might. Heavenwards is a 2.5, but they just played Meg Venther's Snow on Snow, which was a grade 3.
So you're playing a harder piece with your middle school than your high school?
If you want to call it that. Yeah, essentially. I think my middle school group is getting a better grasp on intonation and tone quality.
Mhm.
I think it's just because I've taught them since the beginning. Like, high school's still in that weird transition where most of them have had 2 directors versus my freshman, it's the first year that's only been I've been their only director.
Right.
Um, so, like, they've really done a good job of changing the program with me into what I want. They've been doing that since year 1. I haven't had any pushback.
Mhm.
It's just teaching them things differently compared to what the last director did.
Right. Well, do you guys recommend any grade level 4s for band assessments in Virginia? Virginia's might be a different level. I played
We took
4s
one
one year, but it was too hard.
about what I did in high school, just because that was just a larger program, so we were able to do those grade 4s. Um, we did one called Dreams and Proclamations. Trying to remember, it has a lot of parts. Like, you're going to need at least 10 to 12 percussionists to cover it. It was one of my favorites as we got through. Trying to think what else we took.
I'm trying to remember what we played in high school. I can barely remember. It's been so long ago. I think we played threes and fours in high school. I feel
Musical
like
Fox played Dreams. It's a good one. I really enjoyed it.
we're doing the KV Fear. Oh, I love the KV Fear. Oh, it's
I don't think
so
I
good.
know that one.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, and I was just on that podcast, and Charlie asked me what my favorite piece was, and it was in there. It was in my top three favorite pieces. Oh, it's so good. I highly recommend it. It's expensive when you buy it, but it's so cool and it's attainable. Like it's a like your high school band could do it for sure. So
Okay, to look
Mr.
into.
K is on a bus coming back from Orlando, so he's a little busy.
It's lucky.
Lucky? I don't know if I'd call that lucky riding on a bus coming home from Orlando. So,
Well, I mean, we just did it from Chicago, but I mean, I call it lucky because you got to miss all the cold weather that just happened out of nowhere.
yeah, it has been cold.
Was really
But
enjoying my 70-degree Christmas day, and then within 12 hours, my weather app said it felt like -6 outside. So I was like, okay, this is fun.
yeah, it's a good thing we don't do jobs that are outside in winter. So, do you two know what I should paint for my band director? Oh, that's a neat. You're painting for them. That's cool. I love gifts
What
that are like
instruments
homemade.
did they play?
Yeah, or something musical, like a musical quote or something they can hang in
You
their
could
office.
paint. You could paint the notes and rickroll them. As a Gen Z director, I would appreciate that. I think that would be hilarious.
Thinking like a true trombone player there is what you're doing. Do I know the band Stray Kids? Only because I had a girl in my general music class talk nonstop about that band. Do I know the band Stray Kids? And I think of her every time someone talks about them. Flight of the Thunderbirds. I have heard of that piece. That is a Saucedo piece. We read it at Consumer Institute last summer in the director's band. It was a lot. It was a good time. Good piece. Paint a QR code to the video. That's smart,
I feel like you got to be careful on that one. You may accidentally mess one little bit up. Anyway,
right?
with Mr. White and trombone culture, one of the dumbest things we did in high school, because we just had these stupid traditions. I cannot even tell you what movie it's from because I never watched it. It's just one of my friends came up talking about it one day, and then we just made it a thing. It was like, "What is pain? French bread." Blah blah blah, and it goes through like the entire thing. It's from a movie. Every competition after that, someone would bring a loaf of French bread, and everyone in the trombone section would take a bite out of it.
You're breaking bread together. How sweet.
I was
Uh,
always the first one though because I was like, I don't trust the rest of you. So if I don't take the first bite, I'm not eating it.
What's your bucket list piece for you to play or conduct?
Egmont Overture.
Mm.
It is my happy place, and I have for some reason my school has it.
Is
It's
it an
like a great
arrangement?
yeah, it's like a great I played it in high school. That's how I fell in love with it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome." And it was hard. So it's like, why does my school, this tiny little class 2 school in Missouri, have Egmont Overture, which is like a 4.5, 8.5 minutes long. It's an orchestral transcription. It's the exact same one I had in high school. It's like, why did they have this? At
I
what
bet
point were
you
they
it's
able to play this?
I bet you that your middle school used to be the high school. Like, did it
No, no, no.
eventually?
I mean, like my no, it's in my high school.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying. But like I don't know, because I we have access to anything that anyone
Mhm.
has ever put. So like the previous director and the previous director. So I can see all their concert programs and I can see what they
Wow.
programmed throughout the years. And I'm like, at what point would they have programmed this?
Right? I know. I Our state keeps track of what we play at assessment, so I can go back like 30 years and see what the band played. But mine
We
used to
can't go
be,
back that far. I think ours
yeah.
is only like 5, and it's just so you don't repeat pieces.
Yeah, that's why we do it too. They just we had an overachiever who just collected everything, and the director with so much time on their hands. Okay, my bucket list piece. I don't know. To Tame the Perilous Skies would be amazing to conduct. It's a very hard, like grade 6 high school piece, but it's amazing. It's I don't even know if I could conduct it. It would be a challenge for sure. Um, what's our favorite thing I've conducted? Oh gosh, too many things. I love them. I love conducting Escape from the Deep by Brian Balmages. That's amazing piece to conduct. I love it. What
I
instrument?
think my favorite.
What is your
Mm,
favorite to conduct? Junk funk.
it's a fun one because like we'll all put glasses on too, like including me. We'll put sunglasses on, and it's really fun. But like that have like
Hmm. My kids are always ask, like, they're like, "Are you ever gonna cry when we play a piece? Are you ever gonna cry?" And I tell them, I'm like, I don't think I'll cry in the moment. I'll always like cry thinking about you when you're gone. Like that's when like it hits me, like when you're not there anymore. So um the planets would be fun. Yes, I know Mr. White is a huge fan too.
I am an extremely big fan. That was actually the first piece. I guess I conducted it. It's just been a while. But that was the first piece that we did 6 through 12, and that's kind of one of the things that gave me the idea for band day. Is we did a grade 1 arrangement of Jupiter.
That's really cool. I got to play that. We had a community orchestra that winds were allowed to play in, and I in college, and I played that in the orchestra. It was a lot of fun. Mostly kids played in the orchestra, but winds from the college would play. I'm in a military band, so it's like so hard. Are you in a military band with that sort of grammar? I don't know. Like, agreed. Let's keep this clean, folks. Let's keep this clean. Well, maybe not.
You're not cussing if you're put in timeout.
I'm not afraid to say no to
Oh, did we both
students.
do the same amount of time too? That's fine.
Oh well, great minds think alike. Um, our trombone section leader is our drum major next year, and she knows our trombone traditions. Man, trombones, y'all are nerds. Y'all are just big old nerds.
See,
Both
I had that. I was the trombone player with the trumpet ego, right? So I was taking like pep band, especially everything up an octave as much as I could. And even on the field, there was one point where I was just playing like a third position C. I was like, whenever we do the horn pop, I'm going to go up an octave. And one time I did it so bad. And my director, because he always called us by our, like, not all of us, he called me by my last name. He's like, White, what are you doing? And it was like a band of like 200 people. And I was like, how did he know it was me?
Like, how can you tell? Like a trombone up the octave is not super noticeable though. That's the thing. Like a trumpet up the octave, absolutely.
Mhm.
But if anything, I was dropping stuff down an octave. I did not have the chops. You can invite 3 living composers to dinner. Who are we choosing?
William Owens, Randall Sandridge, Brian Balmages. Why not?
If James Barnes is still alive, I would definitely pick James Barnes, which you haven't listened to any of his stuff yet, and you need to because it'll change your life.
Yes, mom.
Um, and I'd like to get to know Brian Balmages too. I haven't really, and his stuff is always hits. It's just awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, Randall Standridge, yeah, he's great. So it'd be cool to get a woman in there though. Um, but yeah, we could have dinner with 3 different ones and then we have 6. Okay, this person is going in timeout. There we go. Because I'm tired of that. What would you pick cooking with valve oil? I'm curious. I was trying to say is I'm in a military band and it's kind of hard. When you say a military band, like the army band, the navy band, or you go to a military school. Big
Oh, you
difference.
got to conduct it? That's cool. The combined It's Raining Tacos. It's always really fun when a student gets to go up and conduct and they actually like they take it seriously and they get to it for a concert because they're like, "Whoa, this is magical." Because that's what I have one kid now wants to be a director and he got to conduct back in 8th grade. He used to lead rehearsals too with the 6th grade band.
See, that is where you and I are so different because you relinquish that power so easily. And I'm like,
Because it makes my job easier at the end of the day.
I know, but like, I don't know. I just have control issues. I'm worried
I
that it won't
I
work.
think that one of the biggest challenges that we have in the upcoming generations, and I'm not trying to be all boomer about it. Okay, it's not the whole like kids on their phones and blah blah. It is genuinely that we have people in the world now that don't know how to lead effectively and they don't know how to critically think for themselves or come up with their own ideas. So creativity and leadership. And what better way to try to fix that than to try to have some student-led band program?
That's yes. Is this how we applaud as a Gen Z? Because yes, I agree to every single bit of that. All right, Chris says the person's name I can't say. Kataj.
Kataj, Kataj
Kataj.
Copley. I met
And
him.
was he at Midwest? Did you
He
meet
was at
him?
Midwest this year, but he was at my very first Midwest, and it was after we played a piece called Grosso Blue. Such a awesome, definitely way too hard for any of my groups to play, but it's a clarinet trio with band.
Okay.
Insane piece, but so good.
And Kate Nishimura. I've never played any of her music.
I need Chris. I need a solid recommendation by her because I
Yeah,
feel
me
like
too.
everything I find, I'm like so borderline on if I'm like I actually want to do this or not.
That's how I feel about a lot of Carol Britton Chambers music.
I finally am programming something by her for a March concert. So the middle
Is
school
it
band is doing Afterburn, Rippling Watercolors, just kind of get them an idea of like this is like contest level music, and then we're gonna do Byzantine dances
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, of course.
because they've
Every
never done it. So
every middle school band in the country is playing Byzantine dances in the
and
past 5 years.
that's what I told them. I told them that. And I was like, well, normally the only time I ever see it done is at a honor band.
Yeah.
So every
That's where
time
I learned about it. So
yeah, that me too. So that I
mhm.
wait to program it until there's a year where the guest conductors take a break from it. Because when they take a break from it, then I'm like, okay, now I can give it to you guys.
Yeah. The first honor band I ever did, I played Byzantine dances too, and none of them had ever played it, so that was kind of cool. I was still in the like early stages of whatnot. So Christina Huss is also very good. I
Mhm.
like her stuff almost more than Carol Britton Chambers personally. Um, but yeah, I think it's better. Do you guys find that it's hard to like when you're listening to music that you pick the same style of music for almost all the songs, and then you have to be like, oh my gosh, all of these sound similar because I like them so
So
much?
that's kind of how I pick music, though. Is I just kind of make a wish list of what I want, and then I start narrowing down. Like I don't put them into genres in my head until I hear a second one that I'm like, ooh, that's really similar. I have to pick between these.
Hmm.
The previous director, I haven't thrown it away, even though I use it very sparingly. But she has this little note taped up on the door, and it's like the wedding method essentially, where it's like something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue
Oh yeah,
for picking a concert program. And I was like, that does make sense.
yeah,
Um, but it was
and a
easier when we
march
used to do.
and a march.
I'm bad about programming marches.
Marches are our heritage.
I'll program march like stuff, but I don't always program marches specifically. I try to do at least one a year.
Yeah, one a year. There's plenty of good marches out there. Standard's got like 6 of them. They're good.
Well, middle school is doing Mighty Might, which is
Darklands
I love,
March.
and then
Darklands.
high school's doing Darklands, and high school will probably do another march for their finale concert.
Have
My
you ever
pickle
heard?
player really wants to do Stars and Stripes,
Good luck.
and I was like,
Have you ever heard March Diabolique by Balmages?
yes, I think that was actually so. Last year we were stuck between doing that one and oh my gosh, what is the one by Jorge Vargas?
I don't know much of his music.
Oh my gosh, no, there's my kids are gonna hate me if they watch this because they're gonna get so mad. I have one kid that is like a music librarian in his brain. He can name any piece. No, I'm not kidding. He was a fifth grader when I met him. He can name any piece, who it's by that we've ever played. He can tell you how many parts there are for trumpet because he's a trumpet player. He can like he oh my gosh, like, anytime I'm just like, "Dude, hey, what piece did we play, like, 2 years ago with the middle school band?" Meanwhile, he was in 6th grade. He's like, "Oh, you guys did this, and high school did that," and, like, he just knows.
It's got it locked in, that perfect memory.
Mhm.
Someone said La Brova, La Brovia.
No. Oh my gosh, that's gonna hurt my brain. I'll
You'll
figure it out
think of
later.
it in the middle of the night. Um,
Sure will.
yeah, I finding marches that are good is tough. That's the tricky part. And once you finally branch off of playing, Sousa style marches and find that there are like other great marches out there too. Like I have this march, I think it's by um
I like Carl King marches.
yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But like there's this march called March of the Chinchillas. And it's like written for middle school band. And it's so cute and perfect. And it's got awesome parts. And it's the dumbest name ever, March of the Chinchillas. It's like Mighty Might. That's a dumb name too. But like, hey, you love it. And like that's what I do with my honor band. That's the march I'm doing with my honor band in February. And I'm excited about it. It's a dumb name, but it's a really fun little march. Um, as someone who doesn't believe in doing marches for every concert, one I recommend is Starfire March. I've not done that one by Randall
That
Standard.
one, I've listened to it a couple times. It's not too bad. Is that the one that's in 6/8?
He's got a lot to say. There's one march that I want to get that's like a piratey march that Standridge has that I want to buy. That's my next one. I
Oh,
think
is it, Shadow Cove?
maybe
Where the bum ba ba bum
no
ba ba bum
dead
bum bum
dead
bum bum?
dead something. Dead Man's March.
Probably, that sounds about right. It's probably in the same series.
I maybe or dead something. Dead Man's March. Yes, it's a grade 1.5. I
Okay.
also think marches should be easier than the band can handle because that way you can make it sound really, really good. But I think
Yeah,
most of
because
the
you can
yeah.
change it up. Do you ever, so one of my staple things to do, other than that forte piano crescendo is, like, marches, we used to stand up during the Grandioso, like, the brass would stand up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Or
gotta do it.
or
You gotta do it.
or speed up. Like we always played Americans We.
Mhm.
That's like was my band director's favorite march by Fillmore. And like at the end and the final strain, we would just fly through it. It was so fun. We played that at Carnegie Hall. It was the best.
We did that most recently. Oh my gosh, that was my 2nd year. Well, I say most recently. We did a holiday gallop by Standridge,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I think it was like one of the first things I programmed other than Mechanical Monsters by Standridge at the
Yeah.
time, and they loved it. And we did the end faster because it has the DSL coda, and it
Mhm.
just like skyrocket speed. It was so much fun.
Like when I finally realized that I could just do things different and not stick to the score, life just got so much better.
Yes,
Like,
because I always got told when I was younger, like, read the ink, read the
yeah.
ink. And then now as a director, I'll go to festivals. I'm like, "What do you mean that we didn't have enough dynamic contrast?" And one time my rep came and she's like, "Why don't you just, like, get piano on this whole note?" I'm like, "'Cause it doesn't say it." And she's like, "Who cares?" Like, just make
Yeah.
the whole note piano and then crescendo. That way you can have a bigger growth. And I did that, and the judges were like, "Whoa, this is awesome."
Turns out you can write in your music too as the teacher and you can change it.
Mhm.
Like especially in jazz. Oh my gosh, like all the best jazz teachers, like they just rip the music apart. They're like, "Yeah, we're not doing this section. Yeah, we're going to repeat this 60 times. All right, we're skipping this intro and doing this and when I saw somebody teach like that, I was like, "Oh, you can do that?" I was just so stuck to what was on the page. And
Chris, it was not Fiesta.
Fiesta. Have you ever played Symphonic Dances number 3 Fiesta? Oh, oh, so good. That's like a high level college level piece. Some bands, high school bands could play it, but
Low note, alto sax tips. Make sure that your embouchure is really loose. Drop your jaw. Yep, we tell the same thing to the brass players. I would say that the saxophones are honorary brass members because we have to do a lot of the similar things.
yeah, but saxophone embouchure is so hard sometimes. Like I have horrible saxophone embouchure. Like when I play, I'm very like cauliflower chinny. I don't do a flat chin. And so I tell kids all the time, I'm like, don't be like me. it's it's wrong. Like, can I make good sounds? Sure, but it's wrong. Does your band still have problem playing bells, Mrs. Allen? Well, my seventh and eighth graders sure do. But my sixth graders are rocking the bells currently. Some of my seventh and eighth grade, not all, I won't say all of them, but my sixth grade, they're killing it on the bells because I got to start them. And that's why they're good at it. And they didn't have to start with a different teacher. So playing Star Wars, that's cool. I've never played any music from Star Wars.
We did a Star Wars arrangement last year. It was pretty fun. Only because my drum major kept begging.
That's the thing. They'll wear you down. Like I had a kid when I taught high school who wanted to do this was 2007 and we were picking our marching show and he was like, we have to do wicked, 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 please, we have to do wicked, wicked, wicked. And finally we're like, okay, we're gonna do wicked. Like he wouldn't shut up about it. And that was way before the movies, so
Mhm. I know when we get back, it's going to get brought up again, but they have been begging to know the show so much.
you need
And
to keep
I think
dropping
next
some
year,
hints.
I don't know what else to drop.
Easter
I wonder if,
eggs.
yeah, I wonder if any of them are watching. It's really funny because there's only like, but like, I dropped one to some of the eighth graders, and I know they told the high schoolers, and not one of them has brought it up. And I find it very surprising because normally they're throwing
Yeah.
theories at, but I think I've stumped them with The Scientist by Coldplay and then
Mhm.
Sweet Caroline. I think they're stumped. They
You
have like
told
no
them
clue
Sweet
what's going on.
Caroline? I didn't know you told them that. I thought you just told them The Scientist.
No, because we were at that dance and the music was
Oh.
playing and that song was on, and some of them were looking at me, and I just nodded over to the speaker and I winked, and they're like, "What?" And two of them were like, "Oh, whatever." One of them just kept looking at me like, "What did he mean?" And then he started like punching the other ones and like, "What?" They're like, "It's about the show. It's about the show."
Now
All of them.
you can't come and play
Hmm.
that song in West Virginia. I'm so sorry because
No, we have all of our festivals planned already. Unfortunately, we
but
didn't plan on making any overnight trips.
well, I'm just saying there it's very inappropriate the way West Virginians treat that song. So, um yeah. So, I'm sure Chris might know. He's a Pennsylvania person and and there's Pennsylvania is a huge part of Sweet Caroline and West Virginia. So, just Google it, it's free. So, I'm not going to say it cuz it's inappropriate. Um Miss Allen knows I do know. I know. I helped design the t-shirt. Well, I helped craft the idea. So we banded at your wedding. I hate playing that. I hate having that song around for the exact reason too, Chris. So because I did not go to WVU and I cannot say those words with pride. So um who else knows Jimmy? I know Jimmy. I hung out with Jimmy.
I've hung out with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool
I
guy.
mean, he's a good guy. Like, I mean, he's a hot mess, but How scary is solo and ensemble festival? Well, I don't know. Our solo and ensemble festival, you just go in and the judge is there and you play for the judge and that's it. Like if your parents want to come in and play too, but I mean, they're. I've never been to a festival where there's a judge who's like, "Oh, I can't wait to write down how bad you are." Most
Yeah,
judges always want you to succeed.
I will say that as a younger director, being on the other side of things for the first time, I can almost guarantee that a lot of times the judge is just as nervous as you are, especially the younger ones, because they're like they're just thinking about the best way to help you.
Yeah,
Because we'll write down comments and stuff and just think about what is the best thing that can help make this student succeed. Whether you get the best rating and they just want to help you be a little better, or whether you get like a mediocre middle rating and they just want to help you get to that next level so you can feel successful. Because ultimately, we just want you to have fun and feel successful.
exactly. Like, and I tell my students that all the time, even with my own tests, like they're playing tests. Like I'm never sitting there going, I can't wait to watch you fail. I want you to succeed. Like that's the whole point, and we want you to put in the work. Chris, I don't know. I have ideas, but Jordan's got wait,
I
Mr.
got
White.
you.
He this guy has got the ideas. So
I'm in marching band mode right now. I know that sounds dumb because it's only December, but I've been in 2026 marching band mode since October. I've had our show for this next year picked out since this last field show.
nerd.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. But you see, and you help with the shirt design. Like, it's gonna be a fun show.
It will be cool. We played GOT with our seventh grade band. Game of Thrones.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't know what else GOT would be. Miss Allen, how old are you? How old do you think I am? That's the question.
I don't know. That's a fun question to ask.
It is. Absolutely.
I
Uh,
did that sometime. Like, I had a middle schooler say I was 50.
yeah, kids don't know. So
No,
it was Game of Thrones. Okay. I watched that. It was all right. It's okay. 49. Wow. Jeez. It was brutal. I am not 49.
that's all old Randall Sandridge is, though.
It sure is. Fun
I figured that
fact.
out.
Will you be watching the Rose Parade on Thursday? I'm going to try because I know a few people in the band. I'm going to try 23. There we go. That's a little nicer, but way wrong. 36. I'll take it. I'll be 36 again. And your band director wore a helmet and had a sword. That's kind of cool. It's interesting that you played the music from Game of Thrones because I don't know how appropriate that television show is for a seventh grade band.
I don't know. I remember distinctly when I lived in. So I teach in the town
You're
right
closer,
next to
Nova.
one.
You're closer. That's the closest we've gotten. Sorry. Go ahead, Mr. White.
You're good. I teach in the town that is right next to one of the towns I grew up in, if that makes sense. Not my hometown, but I lived there for like a year and a half. It was like third and fourth grade. And I remember we had some kind of assembly or event. Maybe it was a mini band concert, like a recruitment thing. I don't know because it was only fourth grade, but they played the Family Guy theme for us, and we were in elementary school. And I was like,
I have
interesting.
I have played the Family Guy theme with my jazz band
Okay, so
twice. It's a banger and the kids love it. So, yeah. There hasn't been a single day of this whole year that my band teacher hasn't been here. Dude, take a day off. Mr. White, have you taken a day off that hasn't been a band
I
related thing?
no, I finally did in November. It was the Friday after our Veterans Assembly. I finally took a day
Good.
because I was like, guys, love you so much, but I need a break.
How many days do you get a year?
10.
Ooh, we get I get 15, but most teachers get 12, so I get more.
It used to be like a rule, like you could only take, it was like 3 personal and 7 sick. So it was really weird. And then eventually our BTA was like, okay, can we get these as like just personal days for
Mhm.
whatever we want? Because this is a little, so we got to change, but it's still
Well,
10, but they
sick
do roll over every year.
sick is
Yeah.
mental health days. So that's what our
Yeah.
one of our things said. Nothing better than watching The Office and Miss Allen and Mr. White. Okay.
I've never seen The Office.
Okay, don't watch it. Watch Parks and Rec instead.
I I'm not gonna lie, I watched 2 episodes of Parks and Rec and got bored.
Okay, just get through the first 2 seasons and
I
then
I hate when people say that. They're just like, "It's
oh,
so good once you get to, like, right before the end of the show."
okay, but
Like,
trust me,
what?
it's my favorite show of all time and it's so good and it's way better than The Office. It's so much nicer and kinder and like the message is good. The first 2 seasons are more like The Office and the last are much better. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is up there.
I've
Like,
never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
oh, have you seen Superstore?
No, could not even tell you
That's
what
an
that's about.
that's another good one. Ah,
The very first show I ever watched, like, when I got my own Netflix account back in, like, 2016, I think it was
aw,
Friends. It was
nice.
Friends.
Yeah.
I loved Friends.
See, Friends, like, there's so much better sitcoms out there. Like, there's just Superstore is so good. So is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so is Parks and Rec, and they're all better than The Office, in my opinion. All of them. And some people would argue with that, but no, I think they're way better. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is start with that one, actually. Start with Brooklyn Nine-Nine and then go watch Parks and Rec. Because if you like,
Okay.
because if you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you will love Parks and Rec. So that like Parks and Rec is my feel good show. I will put it on and I can just recite most of the episodes. So,
I feel like sometimes I just need something going on. I feel like sometimes those show with the dry humor, like, I'll appreciate the dry humor for a little bit, but then
but it's so short. Like the episodes are 22 minutes. So like you could like watch an episode and then scroll your phone for 20 minutes and then watch another episode and scroll your phone for 20
or I
minutes.
can just scroll on my phone the whole time and not know what's going on at all.
That was me and the last few episodes of Stranger Things because I didn't even realize this could sound so horrible, but I didn't even realize that like spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the most recent episode of Stranger Things, I didn't even realize that Nancy and Jonathan broke up.
I'm trying to think. Like, if that huh.
I know, but it was such a weird scene. And then I saw a video about it and I was like, yeah, you're right. They broke up. That wasn't like it felt like they were getting better and I don't know. But
Hmm. Let's see. I didn't really watch Big Bang Theory either. It's just like those kind of shows. I don't know what it is. Like Friends was a little different for me. I guess. I guess it was because the first one I watched, I was a little bit more entertained. I did watch Young Sheldon though. I really enjoyed Young Sheldon. But Big Bang Theory, I think it's the recording style of the fourth wall just hurts my brain.
so a sitcom?
I like sitcoms for the most part. Like, I don't know what it is. I couldn't
Like
tell you.
so you don't like the mockumentary style?
Mockumentary?
Yeah, that's what that is where they're like talking to the camera sometimes. Like it's a documentary, but it's a mockumentary. That's what that
Never heard of
is,
it.
essentially.
Oh,
Yeah. There's a lot of movies that are in that style too, like the Christopher Guest style movies, like Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show, and like they all came out in the 90s and early 2000s. Um, but Miss Allen, you do your YouTube voice? What does that mean? I don't know. Your band director asked if you wanted to join marching band next season, and I looked at them and I said, I can't do football or cheer. And he was like, wow, no dedication.
let's see. Any tips for trauma changing the tuba? The mouthpiece is a little bit bigger. Takes a little bit more of an adjustment. Start working on reading the notes below the staff because you're going to be there a lot.
And it's not about like the corners here. Like it's like this has nothing to do with playing the tuba really. It's more about your lips just getting in the mouthpiece, which is so weird. It's a
I
completely
saw there was a trumpet player on the Ticker Talker, and he said something like, "Whistle your notes before you play and then go to play them to really help with like those large leaps. So like you did like the when you wish upon a star
Uh-huh.
and he whistled through it first and then played. And I thought about how my lips felt when I whistled and I was like, that makes so much more sense
Oh
on
yeah.
how to get higher notes. So I was like, I'm gonna attempt that with some kids when I get back that are struggling with high notes a little bit. I'll be like, try to like whistle and see how that feels, and then but like
Mhm. Huh.
a pretty solid tip.
Yeah, that is a good tip. I actually like got better at playing the tuba by like playing. I made a video about it.
Mhm.
I don't ever want to assume everyone has seen every one of my videos, but I made a video about how I was bad at the tuba and I was trying to learn it, and I got so many tips in the comments. And then I made another video like doing all the tips, and it was so much better. So, um,
Baritone to trombone tips. As someone who's played both, I just learned at some point that the positions and the valve combinations are the same. So like open on baritone is going to be your first position on trombone. Your middle finger is going to be second position, first finger's third, so on and so forth. So then just align those. And then I memorized that at first. That's probably not the best way to learn it, but that's what I did. I was more of a process
mhm.
person in that regard. Um, Another way, if you still have the baritone, is play whatever you're playing on the baritone and then try to learn it on trombone. It's going to sound the same.
Yeah, but it'll be more exact on the baritone.
Mhm. But then you start building the muscle memory on trombone as well. Like if you know what it's supposed to sound like, you can start hearing, oh, my sharp, I need to pull out a little bit on the. So trombone's just one big tuning slide.
Yes. So weird. Miss Allen, do your students fight for snare drum still? I don't know. I pick snare drum parts that are hard, so you got to be decent at the snare drum in order to play it. So they don't fight over it because if there aren't any good, they're not any good at the snare drum, they can't play it. So, what do y'all like better, marching band or normal band? I'm gonna call normal band concert band, and I know Mr. White would pick marching band probably, and I would absolutely pick concert band. So because
When
yeah.
is when is the best time to contact directors about potential marching band staff jobs? Um, I'm not a normal high school director. There are times that I think about marching band like this year, like it was in October, and other years I haven't thought about it until like February. But I will say something that my director used to say was that they take December completely off for marching band. Like they don't think about it at all. And they start planning in January. So I'd say if you want to reach out sometime late January, early February, just to get your foot in the door, because that may also help them decide just kind of like what you would be useful for. They can tell you way more in advance. And I would just reach out to a bunch of different places and just kind of explain who you are, your expertise, what you're willing to offer, when you're available to.
Great tips. Chris says, "Do you still actively gig while teaching full time?" I never
I
actively gigged when I was in college.
there's not really an opportunity to gig where I am. I would have to go all the way to St. Louis, which for me is like an hour and a half.
I'm sure there's some
Um,
church that would want to have you play for Easter.
Maybe I did do a community band for a little bit, but the one I was going to that meets year round because that's the thing is I want something consistent. The one I was going to was still an hour away from where I live. Like it's only 30 minutes from where I teach, which isn't terrible, but like they meet on Mondays and we don't have school Mondays. So then I would have to go out of my way to go up as well versus if I was already at school, then it'd be a little bit more convenient to go and then go home. Um,
I am not 47. I think in my heart I'm 27. In my body, I'm 44. You're going to the Virginia Hod Page program for 9 weeks. No clue what that is, but you can't bring your instrument. Hmm. how do you keep your skills up? No clue really. So
What instrument do you play?
yeah, like percussion, you might be able to keep it up. House of Delegates page program. Oh, that makes more sense. 9 weeks. That's a long time. Alto sax. Jeez. Tips for auditioning for jazz band. Learn your blues scales. Get comfortable doing some basic improvisation. Be able to play your instrument. I mean, that's the qualifications to get in my band. Can you play your instrument?
Listen to your instrument solo.
Yeah.
Like, go find people who play it and listen and try to sound like them.
We're not Michiganers, but there's a band director in our group chat that's from Michigan.
No, I'm from Missouri, around these parts.
You're in the middle.
Yep, down yonder.
That's a good show too. I haven't watched all of it, but I watched the first season and it was good. The middle.
Don't think I've seen that.
Um, do I have an instrument right now? I'm looking at some boxes of instruments that I need to unbox. I have my
Uh,
trumpet sitting over there.
Favorite instrument? Euphonium.
Now, when you've played a euphonium, have you played a 4 valve or a 3 valve? Or
I
the
did
3 with the 1 here?
compensating. Yeah, I had the compensating one, which honestly I loved the compensating. Like, it made life so much more simple.
I don't even know how to use the 4th valve. No clue.
Don't overthink it. I mean, it's the same as, so like anytime you would play D on trumpet, the
Mhm.
fourth valve would cover 1 and 3.
So you just play 4th instead of 1 and 3?
Mm. And then if you wanted to play 1, 2, and 3 like your C sharp, you could just do middle and 4, which like isn't super practical. I use it for
Uh-uh.
like chromatic scale stuff sometimes.
Yeah. What's the difference between a piccolo and a flute? It's a good question.
It is smaller. There's a couple differences. One is that it plays an octave higher, but you read the same music. Sometimes it'll have different parts. The lowest note you can play is low D. It does not have that extra attachment. It's tiny. Are you laughing because of the size difference?
Yes.
I could play piccolo. I could kill it. Um, but the lowest note it plays is D, and it's going to be written as a D below the staff, but it's going to sound like a fourth line D
The difference is the amount of destructive power.
to your eardrums. It is pretty bad.
Play it now. Well, we're
If
at
you get
80
it, if you get it
likes.
to 100 likes,
Yeah, come on, guys. 12 likes. Come
I
on.
will play something.
How hard is it to tune when there are multiple? We've all heard that joke, right? How do you tune 2 piccolos?
You don't.
Well, yeah, you take
You
care of
get rid
one.
of one. Yeah,
Yeah. We're live. We don't want to get, sanctioned here.
yeah, for
Um,
real. Yeah, the FBI knocking on my door.
um, so yeah, 92. We're getting there.
Got 8 more rookie numbers. Gotta get those up.
Right. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever even played a piccolo. I might have played one before. I gave mine to the high school because we never needed it. And I was like, y'all need some because piccolo and marching band's better than flute and marching band. So
Yes. So, actually, fun story about that. We learned how to adjust the corks in my class for woodwinds,
mhm.
especially, and they're like, it's really important for fine tuning, especially on piccolos. Well, we had one who was extremely out of tune, right? And when you put the trick was to put the cleaning rod in there and like wherever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
lined up, and it was like all the way down here. So they're just like, how do we get it up? And I was like, I mean, I have a way, but you got to tell me you didn't see anything. And they're like, and it got right to the spot. And I was like, "There you go." And they're like,
I mean, I've used a drumstick before on a real flute head joint. Is it the best thing to do? No.
"No," but
But does it get the job done? Yes. What are some of your favorite rock bands?
I like 2000s alternative rock.
There's too much
So
music for me.
Blink 182 was one of my favorites growing up.
Blink 182 taught me how to harmonize in music as a singer. Just listen to
For me, that was Script.
the script. Oh my gosh, I was just time warped back to my 20s.
I love the Script. I was actually thinking earlier today about Green Day, and "Wake Me Up When September Ends" came on, and I remember exactly a time in my life in like kindergarten, first grade when I was playing on the playground in elementary school, and I used to sing that song to myself just because I loved it.
I bought basket case at Walmart one time with my own money. And my mom, who was not like particular about things, was like, I'm taking this away. You can't have this. And I was like, Mom, like, I remember being so annoyed. Somebody just asked if we like the Killers. Yes, I love the Killers. Like,
Mm.
the lead singer's voice is just like different than anything else. And I think that's what makes a great band is the lead singer's voice is everything. Finally finished
Why?
this set. Oh, we'll see you later, Chris. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Thanks. Why is there a spot on the back of my clarinet where it looks like there would be a neck strap? I've seen clarinet players with use neck straps before.
I have a neck
Normally,
strap for my clarinet.
it's the first time I saw someone actually use it was when they were in college, just because they were starting to get some like really bad tendonitis flare ups. So it helps with that a little bit.
For kids who are real small and have small hands, like I always offer it, but I make
Mm.
them try it without it first. But some kids it's just heavy. So Brandon Flowers is amazing. Yes, his voice is awesome. So
Five more likes and I'll play the piccolo.
5 guys. There are 12 of you watching. Just hit the little thumbs up or whatever it is. I've never watched a
But
live. I've only ever been on them. Well, I watched yours one time. We need Scott and Jimmy here to give us some likes. Everyone like, yes. You don't get, I mean, do you get in trouble for liking too much? No. Come on. There, there we go. See, is that
apparently,
that hard? Is that that hard?
apparently.
Apparently, right?
Other 17, they recruited.
Oh, whoa. You already did. Hey, you can do it more often, like more than once. Like you can definitely like just hit it and like just keep hitting it. So, oh, thank you guys for subbing.
Thanks.
One more. No, I see 2 more.
I also see two more.
So, we need to get back to school if we're struggling with figuring out what 100 is.
For real. Johnny has two apples.
I'm not playing. Um, yeah, I'm not in the stage where I want to go back yet, but in a few days, I'm gonna feel like it's time to go back to school.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of back and forth with it. Like, could I go back tomorrow? No.
Mm.
Could I in like 2 or 3 more days? Sure. But I just think also last year, like we got that big snowstorm the day before we were supposed to go back, and then it just kept going. So we were off school for an additional 2 weeks. That was terrible. Like I was like, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah, that would be really tough. Um, I can't. Oh, we went back a whole week and then came back, and then we're off a week. So, but I'm going to Florida for like 2 days in January, so I'm hoping I can that the snow doesn't mess with my trip. So when I go to that conference, so we'll see.
Where do you all
100.
see? Where do you see 100? I see 99.
I see
Do you also
99.
see 99? Okay, I was about to say.
Yes, I see 20 people and 99. So play
Now
it.
I see 98.
There's not people took away a like. How does that
That's what I'm saying.
happen? How can
And not Piccolo time. It says 98. Now it says 99. We're almost there.
who unliked? How can you unlike? That's what I want to know.
It's not at 100. I promise you it's at 99. I'm seeing
It's
99. Now it's at
97.
97.
What? Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to end with no piccolo playing. Yeah, sorry, it's not 100.
It's at 98.
It's not at 6-7.
Oh,
Last one. Okay, 101. There we go.
I didn't think about this. I'm not good at piccolo, by the way. I don't really like flute. I'm a trombone player.
But you
Emily
don't like
Mary have a
playing
little
the trombone either.
Nope. Euphonium. Wait, what did I say I was gonna play? Hot cross buns. Let's do that.
Beautiful. Unmatched. Yes, exactly. How common do we live? Well, it's winter break, so we live a lot.
Try to get a consistent schedule, but I can't guarantee it's gonna be like this long because we're going on almost 2.5 hours. But it might be like
Oh
an
yeah.
hour.
Oh yeah. I think I could do like Sunday afternoons if
Yeah.
like that would be it would help like alleviate a little bit of the Sunday scaries by just like relaxing and chatting. So I don't get those as much as you do though. So
hmm Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, it's Sunday. Well, for me, sometimes it's Monday though. Just like when we, although my Mondays are gonna start actually being productive. So we
you
have,
actually are gonna have to go to work.
we'll have jazz band
So how
from
do
nine
kids get there? How do kids get there?
on Mondays.
Yeah.
However they get there.
Their
I
parents?
really think about it. Parents, siblings, sometimes friends ride with each other as long as all the parents are cool with it. I mean, we did it during marching season and we really didn't have any issues.
How long do you have practice for?
3 hours.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mr. White is on a 4-day school schedule. There's only 4 days in his school week. Anybody else have a 4-day school week? Because I'm jelly of it.
It was kind of scary when we first started it, but now I'm pretty used to it. So,
Did you not have it your first few years? Or
well,
have
no,
you always?
I mean, like
Okay.
college was 5 days,
Yeah.
student teaching was 5 day and block schedule.
Ugh. Yeah, no block scheduling. All right, we're getting kind of personal. KZFZ the threads. Um Dance Mom Lover. That's one of your kids, isn't it?
Mm.
I think that's one of
I
yours.
could not tell you who any of my kids are on YouTube, to be honest,
I think
because
that's one.
they all use these kind of usernames, and I'm just
There's
like,
a Dance Mom Lover that's always in our chat over on no? Okay. Well, must be just a fan. So um it's always in our chat on TikTok too. So your teachers went to Midwest Clinic too. That's awesome. Do you guys like Ratatouille? I didn't love it. Like, it,
to be honest with you.
I watched it and I was like, it's kind of boring. Wasn't one I'm going to rewatch for sure. But you have a 6-day because we used all of your snow days. You have to go on a Saturday. I don't know. You don't have a TikTok, just so you know. Well, there's a Dance Mom Lover over on TikTok too. So, do we want to do our New Year's Eve live on TikTok or on YouTube?
Mm. I have to think about that.
Yeah. So, because I can do it on my channel on YouTube.
hmm
We might have a few more people. Just a few, maybe. Who knows? Could be the same. Ratatouille, I don't know. Like, there's no music in it. And I think that's why I don't like it. So it should be on YouTube on both. I have tried streaming on both before. Um, it could be possible. I don't know. We'd have to get Kaniso to help us with that. He could
Yeah,
probably
that would
do.
be interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have to have my AirPods in for one, and then it'd be weird. I would listen. Sometimes I already struggle to keep up with the chat and conversation in one. So trying to do both the whole.
But it would just have to be two of us. Like I couldn't imagine like a group on TikTok and then two of us here. That would be too much. I don't think I could handle that.
Oh yeah,
Um, I just want to say you're a huge fan. You're also, as a composer, I would love to help with anything you may need. Oh, well, thank you.
appreciate it.
Does Mr. White have his email up on his channel yet? You could email him.
No, I'm gonna make one though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a different one. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do that shortly after we get off here,
Do you
which will
like
be.
High School Musical? I mean, I
I
didn't
don't
hate
think
it.
I ever officially watched High School Musical. It
I
came
might
out
have
when I was like 5.
I might have watched it once with my like eighth grade general music class because they wanted to watch it and I was like, sure. Top Gun, I may have seen that once. I don't even remember. I'm not a huge movie person. Hamilton, yes, love Hamilton. So I've already called dibs on helping these two. Yes, Quentin, you have. Thank you. Hey, Mr. White's got a whole marching show figured out. You might be able to help him out with some of that too. So he actually has a marching band, which is what you seem to like doing. So you guys need Mr. Kneisel here. You're only allowed 2 people on YouTube Live. YouTube
Take it
Live,
up
you
with
hear
YouTube.
us? We need more people. So, but Hamilton is my life. Well, I don't even know what time is it? It's
It
oh my
is.
god. It's 5:22 here where I am. So,
It's about time to wrap it up.
yes, indeed. It has been real. It's been real fun. That's why I tell my students when it's time to go. It's been real. It's been real fun. So, we'll see you on the flip flop.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for coming.